Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. This is the test of International English Language Testing System taking place at BBC Global Education, Butwal, Milanchok. My name is D.B. Rai Mazi. Can you please tell me your full name?
Yes, my name is Arjun Desal. You can call me Arjun.
Origin. Where do you come from?
I come from Nyamil. It is only about 20 minutes away from here by bus.
Nyamil. Okay. Were you born there?
No, I was born in Sangja.
Sangja.
Yeah. It is a beautiful place to live. It is a countryside which provides you with calmness and serene environment.
All right. So, what do you actually do? Are you a student or you have a job at the moment?
Actually, truth be told, currently I am unemployed.
Unemployed.
I recently completed my bachelor's degree from Tirubhavan University, and now I'm trying to pursue my further studies in abroad. So I'm
Okay.
preparing for my English proficiency test.
All right. Can I see your identification,
Yes,
please?
sir.
Thank you. Well, in the first part of the speaking test, I will ask you very simple questions on a very simple topic. Okay. First, I will ask you some questions on a topic history. History subject. Okay. Did you study history lessons when you were at your high school?
Yes, our curriculum provides us with a knowledge about history, and during my high school, I got opportunity to learn about history of Nepal, and also I have deep interest towards history of the world in broader perspective. So yeah, I studied history in high school, and
That
apart
means
from
you,
that,
you did enjoy history
yeah, I
lessons.
enjoyed history lessons.
Do you remember the name of the teacher who actually taught you the history lessons?
It was quite a time ago, so I can't recall his name
All right.
exactly, but he was um, very
All right.
calm
All
and
right.
helpful.
Do you sometimes watch some TV programs that are actually related to our history?
Yeah, recently I watched a documentary related to our king, King Mahendra,
Okay.
and it was amazing. The documentary was really good.
How often do you watch these kind of programs?
I can't say the exact numbers because it's not a routine, but I would say once in a while, like
You think that
once in a month.
these kind of programs are more informative?
Yeah, I think they are informative. Everyone should learn about history of their nation because it is your pride, and you should know that how.
Okay, okay. So, what period in history would you like to learn more about? There are different periods in our history, but particularly which period in history you would like to learn more about?
To be specific and to talk about Nepal, I would love to know about the time when Mahendra was king of Nepal.
Wow, why is that?
I admire him for his great works and his personality, so I would love to know about him.
That's fantastic. Well, in the second part of the speaking test, I will give you a topic. I will give you a cue card, small cue card, which contains a topic with some follow-up questions. Okay, you have a minute. Make sure you prepare a short speech and speak at least 1 to 2 minutes. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
And your topic is describe the neighborhood you lived in when you were a child. You should say where in your city or a town the neighborhood was, what kind of people lived actually there, what it was to live in this neighborhood. Explain whether you would like to live in this neighborhood in the future or not. Okay, this is your topic, and you can make some notes if you like. Is that okay?
Yes.
And time. Your time starts, please. Okay, you can start your speech, please.
I was born in Sangja and I spent most of my childhood there. When I was 12 or 13, I came here in Butwal, so I have a lot of history of me in Sangja. Um, Specifically, a area which is beautiful, surrounded by hills and Himalayas, attracted me the most of that place. And more than that, the people living out there were very friendly. The neighborhood was amazing. They were congenial, so I didn't find much difficulty in making friends and having social connection with people out there. It contained people of different religion, um, caste, and they were living in harmony. So I would say it is an perfect example. It is a perfect example of how people from different background can live together with friendly manners. And more than that, as I already mentioned, that I spent most of my childhood there. I made a lot of friends during my childhood, and I have emotional connection with them. So if I get a chance, then I would definitely visit that place in future, so that I would have a kind of opportunity to uh, revisit my childhood. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Well, in the third part of the speaking test, we are going to discuss on a couple of topics. Okay, first, we'll discuss on neighbors. Okay, what kind of things can neighbors do to help each other?
I think if I can give a personal example, then I would do that. Last time, when I returned from Pokhara after completing my 7th semester examination, one of my neighbor's daughter failed in her math examination, and she came to me and asked me if I could help her. So I helped her with her examination, and she passed with flying numbers, and she was happy. So this is a kind of small help that anyone could provide to their neighbors. Apart from that, in times of crisis like emergency and other healthcare crisis, a neighbor can help each other.
Okay, so how well do people generally know their neighbors in your country?
Um, we are very friendly here in Nepal. We love our neighbors, and we have a kind of connection that no people in other countries might have. I might be biased while saying that, but it is a truth. It is a truth, and so I think they have a connection like a family member. They have very strong bond.
All right. How important do you think it's to have good neighbors? What could be the benefits of having good neighbors?
It is really important to have good neighbors because you might have a feeling of security when they are around you. It's different when you are living alone in solitude and you are living with some people having a strong social bond. So I think it's really important to have good neighbor. And besides that, if you have a terrible type of neighbor, then it might feel that you're not living your life quite well, because you might have a good neighbor if you had searched for a better place to live in.
All right. Okay, now let's discuss on another one that's called facilities in cities, right? So, which facilities are most important to people living in the cities?
Cities are often known for their facilities. Like if you go to rural area, then you don't find better facilities as you do in cities. Cities provide you with better job prospects and um, better education, but at the same time they lack when it comes to calm and serene environment. The cacophonies of traffic and people, the crowd is making cities worse day by day. So that is something that cities require at the um, current time. So I would say that parks or other things would be better to have in cities.
All right. So, how does shopping in small local shops differ from shopping in large shopping centers in cities?
If you go to large shopping centers, then you would find everything that you need in a same place. But if you go to a local shop, then they might be specialized in only one domain. Like if you go to a bookshop, then you would only find bookshop. But if you go to a supermarket, then you would find everything from electronics items to clothes to basic household utensils. That is the difference between going to a local shop and going to a supermarket.
All right. Do you think children should always go to the school nearest to their homes, or they are free to choose the schools that they like?
I think children should be given opportunities to choose their school of their choice, because it is really important to make children happy. If they have something that is bothering them, and that is keeping them away from what they want, then that might have a greater impact on their life. So I think they should go to the school where they want.
But don't you think that the children can have very easy life or very safe life if they go to the schools nearest to their homes?
Yeah, that might be the case, but in today's world, there is a facility of transportation where you can reach any place within a period of time, within a small period of time. So that might not be a topic of concern. So I think they must be allowed to go to school wherever they want.
You mean to say that quality of education is more important?
Yeah, I would say quality of education is more important, as well as the children's interest is also important.
Yeah, that should be taken into account. Yes. Okay, thank you, Arjun. This is the end of your speaking test. Now I would like to add some feedback
Yes, sir.
over your speaking test. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, overall, you have done a very great job. You have started speaking, I would say, very nervously. Yeah,
Yes.
you seem to be nervous initially, right? Maybe you were not that comfortable when you first began to speak. I think this is a very normal thing that takes place within every individual candidate of the Ielts test, okay? And so did happen with you as well. And the first thing I liked is that you are confident. I liked your fluency, okay? And you try to respond all the questions nicely. You try to cover all areas as far as it was possible. As a developmental feedback, I would like to add that you were nervous. Your timidness is one of the bad things that took place here, and somewhere you made simple grammatical errors. If I have to note that, I would say, like when you were talking about your neighborhood in part 2, okay?
Yes.
In section 2, like you talked about Sangza, right? And I think you said that was your birthplace, and you said or area. That was a grammatical mistake. You had to use an area, okay, because article mistake that was. And somewhere in one or two places I found little bit word selection, and overall that was very nice. I liked your speaking test. Thank you very much.